Hey, what's up guys? Here we are with another video. This time we're going to install the Creality BLtouch kit for the Ender 5. Not the Ender 5 Plus, just the Ender 5. This is the Creality V1 mainboard kit. It's the kit that comes directly from Creality. I'll put a link down below. It includes everything, including the mount, so we don't have to 3D print nothing. And I already installed the silent board, and supposedly it's a direct fit with no software changes. So let's go ahead and install this. But on this one, I'm just going to flip it over because I'm going to change the Z-screw anyway, so I'm going to have to do readjustments. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip it up on its side. So first we went ahead and unplugged it. Everything's clear from the back. All the wires I have ran over here on the side anyway. Right there on my mini mod. So basically all we got is the stepper motor for the Y-axis. So we're going to go ahead and flip this thing up on its back. Like that. Once again, it's got 4 screws on this one. And it is, I believe, the second one from the smallest one that came with the kit. And that's correct. So we're going to go ahead and take them off. So we're going to go ahead and loosen those up. You want to hold it with your hand. And you can spin these screws out. And we're going to unplug the fan. And we're going to go ahead and set this aside. Okay, now that you got it opened up, you got it flipped back, you got it opened up, you pull your BLtouch wires through the hole here. Then you're going to go right up here. And there's one that's labeled Z stop. You're going to pop that one out, and you're going to plug in your BLtouch wire right there into that port. The BLtouch wire is this little red one with 2 wires. And you go ahead and plug that into that port. Then next you're going to unplug the monitor. And you got your little adapter that plugs in so you can get to the pin 27. Or pin 7, whatever pin it is. You get your little adapter that plugs in here, and you go ahead and you plug that into where the monitor was plugged in. Then you go ahead and you plug your monitor back into that. Actually, you're going to plug the BLtouch wire in first. Go ahead and plug your BLtouch wire into this one. There you go. And ground's in the middle, and your red goes to the bottom. Just like that. Plug your monitor back in. You're going to leave your Z stop unattached. And you're going to go ahead and reconnect the bottom now. Okay, reconnecting the bottom is easy. You just take your bottom panel, go ahead and get your fan plugged back in right there in that port that was where it was plugged in before. Then go ahead and just set your bottom panel right in place. Make sure there's no wires pinched. Look at that. See that wire trying to pinch in there? Like that. Just hold it in place with one finger while you go ahead and grab your screw and stick your screws in there. The same 4 screws you took out, that's the ones that go right back in it. If I can get one of these Allen screws to take, I'll be good. There we go. Okay, once you got that on, you can go ahead and flip the printer back up to the top. Make sure you ain't got no wires underneath there. Okay, so now that we got the wire ran, We got it back in the box. We got the machine flipped back over. We're gonna go ahead and plug the BLtouch in. Plug the wire in there. You don't have to do that right away. You can install it first, but I like to install. I'd rather plug it in right here than install it and then try to plug it in, because when you install it, it's going to be like this, and it's hard to push that clip down in there. It's really a close, snug fit. As you see, we got the version 3.1. Anyway, we got the version 3.1. It says it right here at the bottom. I think that makes a difference. I think the version 3 is the one that everybody had problems with. But when you order the kit from Creality, it does come with the version 3.1 now. And with the 1.1.5 board, it works right out of the box. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the stuff out of here. Get our bracket. Get our bracket. It goes right on here. I'll get an up close view on how to install this in a minute. But we're gonna go ahead and set this down here and get the rest of the screws out of the box. And the programmer's right here. If you need a program, this is the way you do it, via ISP. There's ways that show you how to do it online. I'm not going to be doing it, I don't think. I might have to do it, but this board supposedly is ready out of the box without doing anything. If the BLtouch is plugged in, it works. We'll see in a minute, I guess. Get some zip ties too. Let's get this box out of the way. Alright, we're going to install the, you got two different screws. You got M3/8s and M3/6s. We're going to use the M3/6s to hold the BLtouch to the bracket, and the M3/8s are going to hold the bracket to the hot end. Here, we'll set the M3/8s up there. Let's open up these 6s. Hopefully this truly is out of the box and works. If not, we can do a little bit of programming. It's not that hard. So the bracket's going to go like this. It's going to go up and down like this. So we're going to want to install the BLtouch like this to the bottom of the bracket. So we can put the screw into the BLtouch. Just like that. No, once you get it in there, it screws right in. And we'll go ahead and put the other one in the back. Here, let me get the other screw and put it on the Allen wrench. That's another reason that magnetizer comes in handy. I'll put a link to the magnetizer in the description down below. And we'll snug that up. Let's go back over to this one. This one didn't feel right. There might have been some trash in there from their threading. Well, the head's warped. That's what it is. It's alright. It'll still go in there and we'll snug it up. As you see. And then now we'll put, I'm going to move the camera up to the top and we'll go ahead and put the one on the hot end with the M8 screws. Okay, now we're going to move this to us here. And we're going to reach in there and we're going to get these screws out. Ooh, them things are tight. The robot was working hard, put them in. That means the other one's probably going to be really tight too. Yeah, the robot was working real hard. You're just taking these screws out, you're going to replace them with the ones that came with the kit. You see, they're far too short. They probably could have saved some money and used them to hold the BLtouch into the bracket. Then you take the two that are on there out. Make sure you run your wire around where you need to run it. See, it just sits on there like that. And then you take the screw. And go ahead and put the new screw back in. That hole don't want to line up there. There it goes. And you go ahead and screw that all the way in. Then you take some of the zip ties that came with it and zip tie your wire to your other wires. Can't wait till we get all these wires fixed up on this printer. And I'm going to cut the excess off of these zip ties. So our Z-stop is no longer functioning. Now we're going to have to rely on that. Okay, now, if all else fails, we're going to go ahead and start this up and see what happens. Okay, let's turn this sucker on now. It clicked. That's a good sign, I guess. It says 3D printer ready. Let's click prepare. Let's move axis. I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna pretend like it hit. So it stopped. Is it doing a grid now? Okay. Let's auto home and see what it does. I'm gonna let it go this time. It stopped. Well, it's working. So that's the 1.1.5 version Creality silent board with the Bluetooth firmware from Creality. That's nothing extra. I'm gonna set the prepare. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it to preheat PLA. And then I'm just gonna run a print without doing anything. Just want to see, because it should work technically. We need to set up a Z-axis offset. It says probing failed. I think that's because I touched it a minute ago. So what I need to do is I'm gonna turn it off real quick before it preheats too much. And then I'm going to preheat PLA again. I think the reason it said it failed is because earlier when it hit one point and then I touched it, my finger wasn't exactly right. So it thought the bed was at different steps, when technically it wasn't. Increments of 1. It ain't moving at all. Oh, I'm on extruder. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm losing it here. There we go. Let's do Z-axis. There we go. And we're gonna take it to 0. Let's take it to 5 first and see where 5 is. So there's 0 and it's almost touching. So -2 touches. That's touching right there. So 1.5 is what it's supposed to be. -1.5 is going to be the offset. We'll check that with paper in a minute. Hold on, let me get this piece of paper under there real quick. So 1.6 grabs it real tight, 1.5 it moves, 1.4 it's barely touching. So it's like 1.4. Okay, let's go back to prepare. Go back to main, control. Oh, look at that. BLtouch is in there. Okay, anyway. Motion, Z offset. We're going to go ahead and set the Z offset to 1.4. Here, we'll do 1.43. And then let's go to main, print. Okay, I don't want a cable chain. Do I got a calibration cube in here? There we go, calibration cube. Let's go ahead and just print it. I didn't even clean the bed. So, we're gonna get whatever it gets. The bed's dusty, I'm gonna tell you now. If this BLtouch works just like this out of the box with no setup, that's great. I mean, I think it's going to. If I can just figure out how to make the X and Y not so hard hitting, I'd be happy. There we go, the bed's heated. Let's see what we got now. I don't like how hard that hits. So it's only going to do it one place, right in the middle. It ain't going to do the grid. I think you have to set the grid up. It's a little loose. So let's go to tune. Can you tune? Oh, you can't. You can't change it in the middle of the print anymore. Control. Oh, they moved it. Okay. Let's take it to 1.5. That's where it's supposed. That's where I said it was really tight. Oh yeah, that does look a little better. It's smearing in the other stuff now, but it looks a lot better. I think it's like 1 point. It didn't stay. Can you not keep it at 1.4? Yeah, that's too loose. Yeah, 1.5 is it. And yours is may vary. It's not going to be the same as mine. Yeah, them layers are going real smooth now. It's not rubbing and it's going smooth. I'm almost tempted on clearing that and starting over. That's how quiet it is.
Perfect.
Well, I'd say that's a success. Let me go ahead and move the camera again one more time. Let me grab that cube. Let's zero this out. We'll go ahead and check the Z is 20.78. X is 20.13. And Y is 20.07. 19.99. 20.07. So Y and X are spot on. They're pretty much exact. And Z, aside from that first layer, it's pretty much spot on too. Okay guys, thanks for watching the BLtouch install video. If you want to watch any other good videos on this channel, there's a playlist, makers list of all the maker videos of different things and projects. Don't forget to subscribe. Maybe drop a like. Hopefully it's a like. Maybe put a comment down below if you want to see anything that I printed. Well, I only printed the calibration cube, but anyway. The links for the BLtouch will be down in the description. And the link for the silent board will be down in the description. Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace.